Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, April 28th, and let's get right into math review. Before we get started, though, make sure you have all of your materials, your writing utensils, and scratch paper. And you also should have completed this entire practice page and then coming back to review your work with me. If you haven't done that, do that now, and then come back. Welcome back. So first, we're going to simplify fractions. Number 1, we have 27 over 90. Now, when we want to simplify our fractions, we want to think of their biggest common factor so that we will be able to get the most simplified answer. Now, for 27 and 90, I know that they have 9 as a common factor. So I'm going to divide both fractions by 9. So my simplest fraction would be 3/10. I divided my numerator and my denominator by 9, which was a common factor between the two. And then I got 3/10 as my simplified fraction. Number 2, 15 over 36. I know that 15 and 36 have 3 as a common factor. So I'm going to multiply them both by 3. Sorry, I'm going to divide them by 3. And so my simplified fraction will be 5/12. So using that strategy, I want you to make sure that you check over all of your work. If you find any mistakes, please go back and fix it. Number 3, you should have gotten 4/5. Number 4, 3/8. Number 5, 1/8. And number 6, 2/3. So it usually took Josh 2/5 of an hour to ride his bike to work, but on Monday his bike was broken. So he took the bus to work, which took 5/8 of an hour. How much longer was it to take the bus to work? I want you to think about how many minutes are in an hour. That's right, 60 minutes. So in order to be able to figure out this problem, we have to know what 2/5 of an hour or 2/5 of 60 minutes is equal to. So I know that 2/5 of an hour is equivalent to 24 minutes. Because if we divide 60 into 5, each increment would be 12. So 2/5 of that hour would be 24. 5/8 of an hour, if we divided 60 into 8, we would have 7.5 minutes for each increment. So if there are 5 increments, then altogether that would be 37.5 or 37.5 minutes. So then we'll be able to answer this problem. How much longer was it to take the bus to work? So we know here that we're going to be using subtraction because we want to know how much longer something was than something else. So we're going to figure out the difference. So I subtracted 37.5 minutes by 24 minutes, and we know that it'll take 13.5 minutes longer to take the bus. Another strategy you could have used was to just simply subtract your fractions. But first, we had unlike units, so we had to create equivalent fractions. 5/8 multiplied by 5, you'll get 25/40, and 2/5 multiplied by 8/8 is going to get you 16/40. Now we're able to subtract that, and we'll get 19/40 of an hour longer. What is the quotient of 1,224 divided by 9? You can check your math here. You did it correctly. You should have gotten B as your answer. Number 1, subtract vertically showing all work. Remember, when you're subtracting decimals, you should always be lining up your decimals together in order to do your algorithm accurately. Check your work here. If your answer is incorrect, please revise and make sure that you fix your mistakes. Same for 7 subtracted by 3/500. You should have gotten 6 6500. Lastly, the shapes that each of 5 students drew are shown below. Which list has the names of all the students who drew quadrilaterals? What is the definition of quadrilaterals? That's right. That's right. A four-sided figure that has 4 straight sides. So, Fiona and George. Fiona has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So we already know that A can't be correct. B, Ashley and Camden. Ashley has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Camden has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides as well. But there's another figure that has 4 sides also. So this can't be correct because that's not the list of all the students who have quadrilateral sides. D can't be correct because we know that Fiona has 5 sides. So it must be C, Ashley, Camden, and Hayden. Hayden has 1, 2, 3, 4 straight sides. So C is our answer. That's all we have for math review for today. Oh, and your secret code is time. TIME, time. Again, your secret code today in all lowercase letters is time. TIME. Have a great day, everyone.